grew up in a family with two brothers, so for me it was a nice escape from boys. And I loved it.
I was a pretty nervous, awkward, shy boy. And then in the 6 years that followed, I really transformed and was able to become the person I am now just because of the experiences I had at that school.
I was at the Bishop Strachan School for 14 years. I started in JK and went all the way through until grade 12.
The first time I went to assembly, I really noticed just that there's a very strong sense of community and support.
And I remember specifically at one point in the day, we went to the gym and they told us to sit with our advisor groups. And it was so nice to just go to a group of about like 10 girls and be able to connect with each of them personally because of that little small dynamic that we had.
There's really a sense of community that we all had together, given that we were all going through the same challenges, we all faced the same problems, and
I was able to develop a bond with everybody in my grade. Small class size was part of that, but certainly just the fact that everybody kind of had the same experience that we were going through, and everybody was super friendly, and it was a great environment.
Whatever you loved and whatever you wanted to pursue was open to you. You always had that opportunity, whether it was STEM, the arts, dance. There were always people there to help you pursue your goals.
I think having a class with a small number of students and such a supportive environment kind of just gave a sense of focus. I really felt like the teacher was working with me specifically.
The method of teaching, the ways of teaching were catered to girls and to the way girls think and to the way that girls learn. We were encouraged, and it was okay to be good at math, to be good at science, to pursue athletics.
The girls were a lot more confident to put their hands up than when I was at my old school. But everyone was like raising their hand in that class, so it felt like I had to raise my hand as well every time.
One of the best experiences of my time at Sterling was in the March break of my grade 7 year. I was on the inaugural Meet a Wee trip to Ecuador that we did with the school.
I was really involved in the basketball team, the volleyball team, tennis team.
DJ club, French club, investment club.
When I started off, I was interested in arts and then ended up in sort of computer science, which is really where I think I belong, because I really love making things.
I got to travel the world with an all-boys choir. I went to England, I went to Italy, I've been to France, and that's not an opportunity I think I could have had at many other schools, period.
I think that the unity and the brotherhood that you develop going to early morning practices or late afternoon practices, that's a bond that you really develop with those guys on your team.
My favorite memory was the opportunity to compete on the international stage as a representative from Havergal on the rowing team. And that is something that I'm grateful for, that I learned a lot from.
Going into first year university, it was the first time in my life where I'd ever been in a class, in a seminar, in a tutorial with young men. There was no part of me that ever felt that I should put my hand down or not put my hand up.
I was ready, and my peers were ready for that transition, and the fundamentals that we learned at the school were already ingrained in us, and I think that allowed us to prosper and continue to grow in a co-ed world because that foundation had been laid.
The most important thing I learned is how to fail properly, how to learn from your mistakes, whether that's in dealings with other people, whether that's in academia, in work.
I guess it kickstarted my love of STEM in a way, and I don't know, without any second guesses and always just feeling like the world was open to me and having that confidence.
I haven't taken off my ring since I graduated, so I've been wearing it for 4 years now. It represents the 6 years I spent at this school, and I think those 6 years were really the 6 best years of my life.
Single gender education is honestly one of the best decisions you can make for your child.
I want you to make sure that you are 100% genuine. You come in there with your best self, and you will find people just like you and groups just like you, and you will grow as a person.